What do we have? Let's do headlines here to start out the 3 o'clock hour, and we'll obviously get some of the final trades. They'll come in via social media. But let's get headlines with Solana because Mike Wallace is going to join us from Memphis, give us his take on everything that transpired at the NBA trade deadline. So there is some movement that we just saw. People are packaging draft picks, second-round draft picks, like they are worthless. So let's get headlines here with Alejandro Solana and get caught up with the latest.
They're driven by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford. We know trucks.
Ira Winderman has tweeted out Josh Richardson to the Pelicans at least gives him a new lease. But if you wanted some Heat news, there's a former Heater. So you got a little Heat news at the close of the deadline.
He was a second rounder, right?
Yeah, and we moved him for Jimmy Butler.
Is he the best second rounder of all time, though? To your point, second round picks aren't that great.
So here's what we know in terms of the Miami Heat. As of right now, it's 3:03. The deadline has passed, and there appears to be no move that the Miami Heat made ahead of the deadline. But the expectation, because John Wall, who, by the way, a couple weeks ago aired some grievances about his time in Houston, he was just traded back to Houston in a deal between the Clippers and Houston, and I believe there was one other team as well.
Well, and Ira says John Wall then assuredly will enter the buyout market.
Exactly.
The buyout market, so for Heat fans who are disappointed that 3 o'clock has come and gone and all we have to show for it is an empty locker where Dwayne Dedman used to stand, there's going to be some names in the buyout market. You would assume Russell Westbrook might be one of them. John Wall might be another. Again, sometimes you shop at Nordstrom. Sometimes you shop at Marshall's. And we're going to be doing our shopping at Marshall's on this one.
Russell Westbrook, John Wall are probably going to be bought out. And there was a report earlier that Russell Westbrook is interested in either joining the Clippers or joining the Heat. But don't forget, the Clippers just added backcourt help with Eric Gordon. So maybe a lesser role with LA could entice him to want to join the Miami Heat. Now the question is, do the Miami Heat want Russell Westbrook?
I mean, my guess is they'd like to just do something at this point that shows, hey, we're in this.
Yeah. And if you figure it out, like getting Russ, because I was a no guy at first, but now you get Russ for the rest of the season. Let's say he goes out and balls. Now you have a Hall of Fame type guy, the triple-double man. If he can go back to triple-double man, Solana, I'm not talking about 30, 14,
He's not going to go out there and ball.
He's not. It's the same conversation we were having 2 days ago. Well, what if the Heat just start shooting well? And it's like we're a full calendar year from the last time they were a good shooting team. It's not just going to happen one of the next. That Russell Westbrook was on a decline for the past 2.5 seasons. The only person in the world that thought he could contribute to that Lakers team was LeBron James and you two, who both were high on that move, by the way. I'd like everybody to remember that.
I did think that was a super team.
And it was a total disaster because he's just not as good anymore. He's ball dominant. He likes to shoot shots, and he can't make them at the rate he used to.
I was just going to say, so we're waiting on Yurtsefin to get healthy. We're waiting on Duncan Robinson to be able to see the rim again, but we don't want to wait to see if Russell Westbrook can help your team.
I would take him. I'm totally in. I just don't think he's going to do much.
Yeah, Hawk, I'm not in for the $30 million, but I'm in for a couple $1 million to have Russ in a Heat jersey for the rest of the season. I'm in.
It's 305.
Dale.
God bless. Dale.
Dale.
Thank you, Jimmy. 305, sponsored by Anajar and Levine. Accident attorneys, call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. And you can offer Westbrook 2 lockers because you could have Dwayne Dedmon's and then they have that open roster spot too. So you get a double wide. I'm throwing it out there. Entice him. You said you got to entice him. He's got several teams. The Bulls are interested in him, apparently. The Clippers are interested in him, apparently. So, give him a double wide locker, see what happens.
Extra storage space. That usually gets a lot of free agents.
Listen, if I'm deciding between two equal offers and somebody says I give you a double wide, that's all I need to hear.
Give him LeBron's old locker.
Give him LeBron's old locker and give him the number 23 or the number 6.
The number 6.
I don't think he likes LeBron. He might go for
He doesn't.
LeBron.
That's why he would.
Disrespect.
Hey, we're gonna give you number 6, and we're gonna replace all old pictures and signage of LeBron with you.
That might get him over the money or the promise to play.